In case you've been living under a rock, and I certainly wouldn't blame you, December was a pretty bad month for Twitter. Elon Musk went on a tirade blocking ElonJet, the account that tracks his private jet, and doing what he thought was a blanket ban on flight tracking apps and journalists who were critical of him. I wanted to give you another perspective from some of the friends I've made about how incredibly powerful open data and particularly flight tracking data can be to investigations and holding powerful people accountable.
Hi, I'm Nick Benson, founder of JetTip. Flight tracking has introduced me to a great community of like-minded people who share the excitement of seeing and documenting cool aircraft at their airport. Watching airplanes is a great activity for me to share with my kids, and flight tracking is an important part of holding power to account in both the public and private sectors. Most importantly for me, flight tracking is what puts food on my family's table.
Flight tracking is important to me because flight data is a good indicator of the average readiness of pilots, and pilots need a certain number of hours every month in order to maintain proficiency. Back in 2011, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie caused a firestorm when he took a state police helicopter to his son's baseball game. But the pilots need the hours. They can either cut holes in the sky or perform an actual mission, such as taking the governor to his son's baseball game.
Hello, Alan Henney here from Tacoma Park, Maryland. I want to tell you about flight tracking and what it means to me, and more importantly, probably to the people of the Washington area. I get many requests on my Twitter feed from people in the Washington area when they hear helicopters, aircraft flying above, whether it's a police helicopter or just a media helicopter shooting traffic, or if there's a crime in progress. I think these are very important to the citizenry of the Washington area to know what aircraft are up over their homes in their neighborhoods, and hopefully give them an idea or sense of what's happening.
As a pilot, what flight tracking means to me first and foremost is safety. ADS-B, the underlying technology behind public flight tracking sites, really is an indispensable tool for situational awareness in the air. Because aircraft are broadcasting their location information, I can see where they are in relation to my aircraft in real time to avoid conflicts way better than I can with my eyeballs alone. Because this information is open and free, before I had access to aircraft that had ADS-B in capabilities or could afford expensive external receivers, I could still take advantage of this technology by using open source software and low-cost DIY hardware. Outside of the plane, using flight tracking sites helps me visualize and better understand the really complex airspace of the National Capital Region. Flight tracking also allows me to debrief incidents in the general aviation world to learn from them. Not all incidents are significant enough to have really big investigations by the FAA or the NTSB, so I can quickly use flight tracking data and ATC recordings to debrief an incident myself and use those takeaways of my own analysis to reinforce things in my ongoing training that's really crucial to becoming and staying a proficient pilot.
Wow. Thank you to Alan, Nick, Ryan, and Ian for those perspectives. I know we're all hoping that Twitter goes back to being a place where you can publicly exchange open data. But until we see that happen, our project is moving to Telegram, and I hope to see you all there, at least in a backup capacity for now. Thank you for watching this video.